start.
Hello, I'm Silver. A warmly welcome to the new Sonic's Educational Studio. We will learn about weather station. As before we discussed about weather forecasting, weather station is an equipment for measuring atmospheric conditions to provide information for weather forecasts and to study the weather and climate. The measurements taken include temperature, atmospheric pressure, humidity, wind speed, wind direction, and precipitation amounts. Instruments we use, such as thermometer for measuring temperature, barometer for atmospheric pressure, hygrometer for humidity, anemometer for wind speed, windsock for measuring both wind speed and direction, wind vane for the wind direction, and rain gauge for the precipitation amounts. Let's start with the first instrument, thermometer. A thermometer is a device that measures temperature or a temperature gradient. It therefore depends on degree of hotness or coldness of an object. The bulb of a mercury glass thermometer at the bottom is a temperature sensor, in which some change occurs with a change in temperature. Thermometers are widely used in technology and industry to monitor processes, in meteorology, in medicine, and in scientific research. Thermometer uses these two types of units, Celsius and Fahrenheit. Celsius, also called centigrade. We put the reference mark at 0, such as 0 degrees Celsius equal to 32 degrees Fahrenheit. Increase of 1 degree in terms of Celsius would actually increase by 1.8 degrees in terms of Fahrenheit. That is 1 degree Celsius equal to 33.8 degrees Fahrenheit. Next, the barometer. A barometer is a scientific instrument that is used to measure air pressure in a certain environment. Pressure tendency can forecast short-term changes in the weather. Many measurements of air pressure are used within surface weather analysis to help find surface troughs, pressure systems, and frontal boundaries. Next, the hygrometer. A hygrometer is an instrument used to measure the amount of water vapor in air, in soil, or in confined spaces. Humidity measurement instruments usually rely on measurements of some other quantities such as temperature, pressure, mass, a mechanical or electrical change in a substance as moisture is absorbed. Next, the anemometer. An anemometer is a device used for measuring wind speed and direction. It is also a common weather station instrument. It uses 3 or 4 hemispherical cups and mechanical wheels. This causes them to rotate, because of wind. Next, windsock. A windsock is a conical textile tube that resembles a giant sock. Windsocks can be used as a basic guide to wind direction and speed, or as decoration. Windsocks are used to tell wind speed and the direction of the wind speed itself. They are typically used at highways alongside airports to indicate the direction and strength of the wind to pilots and at chemical plants where there is risk of gaseous leakage. Windsock acts as a compass, depending on its cardinal directions. Next, wind vane. Wind vane, or weathercock, is an instrument used for showing the direction of the wind. It is typically used as an architectural ornament to the highest point of a building. The word vane comes from the Old English word fana, meaning flag. This is similar to windsock. And finally, rain gauge. A rain gauge is an instrument used by meteorologists and hydrologists to gather and measure the amount of liquid precipitation over an area in a predefined period of time. It is therefore measured in millimeters per day, depending on its rainfall. So I hope everything is based on 7 types weather instruments based on weather station. Like, comment, and subscribe now. Powering off studio.